And I am here at CES with Dassault Systems and Abhishek from the 3DEXPERIENCE lab. Abhishek, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Evan?
I'm well. What an amazing event, and you guys have so much going on.
Yeah.
And you and your team and your wider engineering team are kind of the brains, if you will, at Dassault Systems. Introduce yourself and the great work that you do.
Yeah, definitely. So my name is Abhishek Bali. I manage the 3DEXPERIENCE lab program for North America, and I've been doing this for 8 years now. And also I manage the startup program for SolidWorks. So in so many ways, I think I'm always surrounded by stories of startups, and we love startups here at Dassault Systems. And to be very honest, like the company, it's a huge company. We started in 1981, and we are world leaders in design, engineering, simulation, data intelligence, software. But at heart, we still are a startup, and we really love working with startups.
Yeah, your enthusiasm is infectious, and you work with hundreds, if not thousands, of startups. Maybe explain the value proposition behind that ecosystem you built, and what's the big idea behind partnering with startups, founders, and entrepreneurs?
Yeah, sure. So let me put it this way. We as a company, we work with Boeing, Airbus, P&G to 300,000 big and small customers, helping them solve their problems, driving innovation, driving top-down innovation, I would say. But a few years ago, say a decade ago, we realized that innovation is not just top-down. It has to go both ways. Like it has to be also driven bottoms up. So the company decided that, hey, what is the right way of making sure startups, makers, innovators, builders, working in the basements or say from their parents' houses, right, or with accelerators, incubators, how can we facilitate easy access of our world-class, world-leading software to them? So a couple of programs started, and the key program was called the 3DEXPERIENCE Lab, which is the corporate innovation lab of Dassault Systems, and we run a zero equity, mentoring-focused, super selective startup accelerator program, where we are always looking for companies or founders that are solving tough technical challenges for a better sustainable world. We are always looking at UN sustainability goals. We map every single applicant that applies to the lab with UN sustainability goals, and also there are other factors around how serious the team is, what is the business model, and also their technical prowess. And then if they get selected in the program, we offer for 2 years free access to all our software, whether it's CATIA, SolidWorks, Simulia, BioVia, and so on. And then we give them access to mentoring, technical mentoring, because we know that we have 25,000 employees, and all of them can potentially help startups in their journey. So why not do that? And of course, we bring startups to CES, VivaTech, all these amazing events, so that they can a dialogue or a conversation with an investor or an accelerator or somebody in the industry can really change their future or their fate. So that's a mission. That's the spirit of the 3DEXPERIENCE Lab.
Amazing. So you're based in Boston, as am I, but this is a global program. Talk about your global reach and the diversity of countries and people that you have on board.
Perfect. So, good ideas can come from anywhere in the world. So that's why when we started the 3DEXPERIENCE Lab back in 2015, the first lab was established as a physical lab in our headquarters in Belize, just outside of Paris. And the second lab was in Boston, where I am from, and we started the Boston lab in collaboration with MIT, Center for Bits and Atoms. And the third lab was in Pune in India, and the fourth one is in Munich. And next year we'll be opening another lab. I would say stay tuned for that news, because it'll be great. So the main idea is that 3DEXPERIENCE platform is the cloud platform on which all these design, engineering, simulation solutions by Dassault Systems are enabled. So gone are the days of CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, and all these CAD softwares coming. on these devices, and you download and you start working, and everything remains in your computer. But now the trend industry-wide is connected, cloud, collaborative. And that's what the 3DEXPERIENCE platform does. So that's why it's a global program. Anybody from anywhere in the world, if they're solving a tough technical problem for a better, sustainable tomorrow for the planet, they can apply to the program.
Well, it's a wonderful collaborative environment. And talk a little bit about the range of startups in health tech and med tech and wearables and construction technology. Really fascinating cohort.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we are in 11 industries. We have 12 brands as Dassault Systems. And the interesting thing, that's the part I really love about both the programs in a way, is that we get applications from all across the world, from all the different industries. We're on one side for SolidWorks for Startups program, we get around 10,000 applications every year. For the 3DEXPERIENCE Lab program, because we are super selective, we are focused on impact and sustainability, we get the best of the best, the cream of the applications for that program, but they are from all across the industries. In fact, the startups that we've brought here today at CES, whether it's Atacama Biomaterials, which is around sustainability, or Strong Bioform, startup from Germany that's looking into innovative uses of wood in construction, or Pacify Medical, the Indian startup that's actually come up with a spray of skin for reconstructional surgery. So, life sciences to sustainability to medical devices, consumer electronics, you name it, and we have startups in the 3DEXPERIENCE Lab program.
So exciting. Well, as we wind down here at CES, we're only on the middle of the day here. What are you looking forward to over the next weeks and months?
Oh yeah. So the first thing I'm looking at is, we usually collect a lot of business cards from CES, a lot of contacts. But one of the things that we really love doing diligently at Dassault Systems is to make sure that we follow up on that, because when you have a physical booth at such a central location with our partners, Business France and French Tech, then it's your responsibility to respect every single query that has come your way. There've been hundreds of people, and it's still day 2, who have stopped by our booth, and they have requested for more information or connections within the company. They were very keen to know more about what Dassault Systems does, how we support our startups. So we'll take the next few weeks to cater to every single request, write emails, make some phone calls. But yeah, overall, I always feel that CES sets the tone for the entire year for technology, innovation, startups. So I'm really looking forward to what changes in the next year, the kind of startups that apply to the program, or will we see more AI startups applying to the program, or more health tech? So stay tuned, and we'll definitely let you know, and maybe next year we'll talk about it.
Well, I will be tuned in, and thank you so much for sharing the vision and the highlights, and congratulations, onwards and upwards. It's a wonderful mission.
Thank you.
Thanks, and thanks everyone. Take care.